So here at Ciaran Beattie, tough weekend for the first 15 with Richmond at home. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a tough day at the office. Weather was incredible. I thought the posts were going to blow over, but both teams had to play in it. Richmond were definitely the best team in the first half. We did not come out of the blocks at all, especially defensively. It's been a real strength of ours the last 3 weeks, especially. I think we gave away 21 points in the last 3 games up until this, and then we gave away 21 points within 10 minutes against Richmond. So it was, the boys are really gutted about that. I'm pretty gutted about that, to be honest. That little 20-minute blip, especially, they really put us away. We were chasing the game thereafter. But we got ourselves together at half time. I think it was 7-0 in the second half to us, which, right a few wrongs there, but it wasn't good enough. They were fantastic, and we were average.
Week off last week for the second 15, but on to Leeds Beckett at home on Wednesday. How are you preparing with the boys?
It's a game that the boys are really fired up to. It's been funny, my phone's been very hot this week. There's guys coming back from injury that are suddenly fit to play, fit to train, and putting their hand up for selection. So it's great that from our point of view, as coaches, we don't have to do a lot for this one. First meet second. The guys are really enjoying the Buck season, so it's going to be a pretty easy task in terms of motivation. We'll do a bit of work tonight, make sure the guys relax and enjoy themselves, get a bit of rugby done. We'll head into Wednesday, as I say, full of confidence. We beat them on their patch, but we had to play really well to do that, so we know if we turn up and play well, then we're on the show.
So here's Director of Rugby, Dave Morris. A few exciting things happening for the programme as a whole this week. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, as you know, Liz, the rugby is the focus, but in and around the team there's a whole gaggle of people supporting the team. You've been a valued member of one of those. Another area is our performance analysis, which has really developed really strongly in the last 2 years. I'm absolutely delighted that Andy Rees-Jones has been appointed to work within the RFU aspirational pathway. It's going to be performance analysis with England students. And also Tom, who works underneath Andy's, our newest recruit and volunteer this year, has been awarded Volunteer of the Month. So incredibly proud of those two guys and what they bring to the programme, and the accolades that they've got there, they richly deserve.
A tough weekend for the club on Saturday with the first 15s game. Tell us a little bit about what happened at the weekend.
First of all, I think we need to give huge credit to Richmond. They're a good side, and if you sort of rank the sides that we played this year, I'd say they're a very, very complete side, and one of the best, if not the best, that we've played. Obviously, some pretty freakish conditions with the wind that we haven't got a problem with. Actually, pretty excited going into that. How we dealt with those. And we felt that we had the game plan to do it, but I think with the pressure that Richmond put on us, probably our ability to think what we needed to do and execute it went out the window a little bit. So pretty disappointed, really. We scored two good tries fairly early on, and then after that it's pretty much all Richmond up until half time. And we're fiercely proud of these guys, and probably for first time for a number of weeks, we're sort of saying, what are you about as characters and what you're putting into this shirt, because some of the work in and around the tackle was, is all Richmond, and we were second best there. And really that's a little bit of ticker going on there. So overall through the course of the game, we probably got done a little bit in terms of the collisions, and also sort of tactically, I think Richmond, they just played the conditions a lot better. And it would be nice to come away with a bonus point, possibly 2 bonus points at the end. And we've got to give our guys huge credit for nilling Richmond in the second half and winning the second half 7-0. And we're pretty excited about going into the training week for Plymouth now, and learning some big lessons from Saturday.
So here at George Chuter, Week off for the second 15 last week, but on to Leeds Beckett this Wednesday. Tell us about how you're preparing with the boys.
Yeah, we had a rest week last week, but still have the guys out training. On Tuesday night, we had a tough session against the first team guys, so a bit of a rest towards the end of the week, but all building forward to this game on Wednesday. So good team. Obviously we lost in the final to them last year. We had a good result down there earlier in the year to beat them at their place, but I think they'll have improved quite a bit since then. So expecting quite a tough game on Wednesday up here. 7 o'clock kick-off, so hopefully we'll get some crowds out. We've got a few teams at home as well during the day, so it should be a good old Bucks Wednesday crowd, and looking forward to it.
It's a tough week at the office for the first 15 on Saturday against Richmond. Tell us a little bit about the game on Saturday.
Yeah, Richmond probably the best team we've played so far this year in the league. Very well organised, very well coached, and a lot of good players across the field. I think guys, particularly up front, I think we did a pretty decent job. The wind was about 40-50 miles an hour at times, and our line out was largely very good. A couple of mistakes towards the end of the game, but I think in the conditions, a really tidy job by all the forwards in the line out. Scrum again, one of the better scrums in the league, and I think the guys really scrums very well. So although it was a disappointing loss, didn't get anything out of the game in terms of points or bonus points or anything like that. I think there's some pretty encouraging play by, particularly from my point of view, from the forwards. So that hopefully we can build on that and keep improving as we go on into the season.
Long trip for the first 15 this weekend down to Plymouth. How are you preparing for the guys?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, obviously guys have got coursework, deadlines and everything as well this time of the year, so not ideal to. We're going down on Friday. Obviously it's about 5.5 hours to go down to Plymouth, so I think we're going to go on Friday and try and get a bit of a journey out of the legs. But we're just trying to prepare as best we can. Trying to be a bit lighter this week, given the coursework deadlines, etc. So I think, like I said, we've got to build on what we did at the weekend that was good against Richmond, and try and improve on the things that we weren't so good at. So good challenge, a tough team, traditionally very good team down at their patch with the journey into consideration as well. It could be a really challenging weekend.